everyone, welcome to Life on Board, Amy Joe. And today we leave the Shropshire Union at long last. We're going down to Alderley Junction, then we're going to hang a right, isn't it?
Yeah, we're going to go right.
Yeah. I can't work out my left and my right. We're going to hang a right onto the Staffordshire canal, and then we're going to turn left onto the Wolverhampton flight of 21 locks. So I'm not sure how this vlog's going to go, because I don't know how entertaining you can make doing the same thing 21 times, but we'll see how it goes. So if you're sitting comfortably, then we'll begin. On our route today we'll leave Pendleford and we'll head down the last of the Shropshire Union to Alderley Junction, where we'll turn right and continue to Addersley Junction, where we'll turn left and traverse all 21 locks up into Wolverhampton town centre. This is a trip of 3 miles, will consist of 22 locks, and will take 4 hours 32 minutes. Well, another sunny morning and we're underway again. This time to the bottom of the Shroppy, to Alderley Junction and the stop lock, and then right onto the Staffordshire, and we're away. Nice and steady through the bridges. As I recall last time we were down this way, they tend to be a magnet for rubbish at the bottom of the canal, and it's easy to pick crap up. So nice and slow through the bridge holes today, and then we're on our way. Well, that's it, we've reached the end of the Shropshire Union, and there's the toll house where boats coming onto the Shropshire Union and leaving would have had to pay a toll. And just under that bridge is the junction to the Staffordshire, and we're going to be turning right when the lovely Chris lowers a lot, all of 6 inches. As you can see, it's actually raising it, I beg your pardon. all of 6 inches.
Come here, Smugs. Come here.
Poo bag alert.
Yeah. There we go.
I need to be a little bit careful as I come out the lock. Both the gate behind me didn't open, and the one in front doesn't open fully, so I'm taking it nice and slow. There's only just enough room to get Amy Jo out the lock with the gate open as far as it will. Chris, bless her, is putting her weight on it to try and keep it as open as much as she can. But there's room to get out, fortunately. Amy Jo's not as fat as we make out she is. There you go, we've made the turn onto the Stafford Worcester, and if we keep going to the end we'll end up at Stourport.
Ooh, that's lovely.
He wants to come up. As you can tell, Smudge wants to come up. Looks like I've been doing some coppicing of the trees here. We're just coming up to Oxley Marine Yard. Quite a well-known yard around this area. Looks at that boat, that hasn't been in the water for a good few years. I think these people like canoeing somehow.
Oh, it could be because it's the canoe club.
Yeah, it could be, as Chris says, because it's the canoe club. I'm a master of understatement, aren't I? Interesting. How many bridges do you need in that short space of canal? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bridges up ahead. We've just gone under the first of them. My man and his dog.
Oh no.
Well, we've reached the bottom of the 21, as they're known, or the Wolverhampton flight. Chris has just gone off to check the first lock. I'm going to make the turn and wait for her underneath the next lock. And this, under the bridge, is lock 21. And it's against us. has adopted a new style of crossing over on the other side of the lock. She waits for the bow deck to come level, steps across the boat and hops off the other side. So he's walking round. We're in the second from bottom lock, or lock 20 at the moment. And this lock is unusual because it's only got one bottom gate. All other locks have two. And the reason for that is that the bottom lock, lock 21, was so deep it was causing problems. So a short cut was dug above it, and this lock, lock 20, was added as a in between locks 21 and now lock 19. You can see the locks aren't very deep, so it makes life a lot easier. 2 down, only 19 more to go. Here's another little factoid for you. This flight of locks, during the working boat days, there'd be people called hobblers who would come and help single-handed boatmen up for a small fee, usually a drink. And it's also thought that kids would ride the horses bareback down to the bottom of the locks and help pull the boats up for sweets. I remember this from our last trip up here. The water clears the higher up the locks we get. As you can see, there's a lot of reeding there. Not sure how this is coming out because the sun is directly in front of me, but quite high. I hope you can see this okay. Looks like Chris is getting some help from the lockies this morning that were doing some maintenance work. I have to say the paddles on these locks, although rickety, they are extremely well maintained and well greased. They're a pleasure to turn. Well, it doesn't look like there's been many boats coming down the flight today, and we did start early, so it's not to be expected, but just look how low this pound is. I'm just going very slowly across here. Can't see too much rubbish on the bottom. I don't know if you can see anything there. Water's clearing beautifully. Looks okay, but we'll see. Just waiting below the next lock, and that's the A449 just ahead of us. Looks quite a busy road, I guess. You know, I get the impression there's been a huge clean-up operation because this place looks so much tidier and cleaner than it did last time we came through. There was graffiti everywhere, there was rubbish everywhere, and you really had to pick your way through the canal, but it looks pretty good. I mean, this looks quite pleasant. Don't let it be said that C&RT don't do any work. We've had 2 guys painting the lock below us, and these 2 are litter picking their way down the flight. No wonder it looks nice and tidy here. We're now approaching lock 6. We've been at it all morning. It's now 12:05. We left at 8:30 and we've been locking since. I think we're both beginning to feel it now. Even Chris has said she's starting to flag. It's 6 more to do, that's all.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Moving across the pound from lock 2 to lock 1, there was a horrible metallic rattling sound as something wrapped itself round the prop, and Amy Jo ground to a halt. That was wrapped round our prop, and it's just taken RCR almost 2 hours to get off, and he's still working on getting the rest of it off.
1.
Spud? Well, we've done it. All 21. Phew.
That was exhausting.
That was exhausting, and to make matters worse, just before the top lock, we got something around the prop.
Yeah.
I had to get RCR in to remove it because it was high tensile steel wire, about 3/8 thick.
Yeah.
Took him 3 hours to get it off, and we reckon it was the overhead electric cable from the railway which ran right alongside the towpath. And we reckon when they've been working on it, somebody's lobbed that wire in the canal. We picked it up round a prop. There was absolutely no way whatsoever I could have got it off. But we're here. We found some moorings right in the town centre. They're safe. They're on the offside.
They're noisy.
But they're very noisy, as you can hear the traffic in the background. Literally just above my head to the right is a massive dual carriageway roundabout.
But the next moorings aren't for another 2 hours.
Yeah,
so.
another 2 hours for the moorings. We got here, must have been about what, 4 o'clock?
4:30.
4:30, and we said enough's enough. We were absolutely shattered. By the time we got to the top of the locks, poor Chris was just flaked
Melting.
out. Melting. And even Smudge is down the back here. He's absolutely pooped. He's a pooped pooch.
It is. Yeah.
That's a boy. So that's it for this one.
Yep.
Tomorrow it's a push on into Gas Street in Birmingham. Good feed on the live feed, good internet, so hopefully that'll be of interest to you if you're watching it today, although this will probably be going out several weeks later. But for now, thank you for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Keep those comments coming because we do enjoy those comments.
Yeah. Met another couple of subscribers
And we've
today
got another
through the locks.
subscribers at the locks.
As
Sorry,
we
we
went
didn't.
past, they went,
Sorry, we didn't get your names, but you know who you are.
It's Amy Jo.
And they're subscribers to both Ian and Gary, so they obviously they didn't recognise us, but they recognised my voice. So Chris reckons I'm going to be called the voice in future.
Yeah.
So as I was saying, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. I'm getting smothered with flies on my legs, so we're going to call it a day. So until next time, we'll catch you on Life on Board Amy Jo. Bye.